non-humans and ascended humans also watching. Gita Rose here. Thank you for tuning in. This week's video is a reminder that we are creating our reality fully. Everything is coming from within us. Everything. Everything. It leaves nothing out. And I think we know this conceptually, but do we really operate from this in each and every moment, in each and every action, in each and every step? Some of us more than others. And it's especially within this really profound time of transformation, it is the knowingness of this concept to the best of our ability that changes everything. And I think sometimes too, it's the dense beliefs, the negative beliefs that come up with all of these really, really clever ways for us to continue to live in the experience of the projection rather than living in the knowing that it is an experience. Especially right now, again, with all of these different storylines that we are creating, with all of these different opportunities for us to investigate and see polarity that we are creating. Especially right now, it is really challenging for us to decide to choose the reality where we are creating it, where it is this psychedelic hologram simulation experience, because that's the ultimate level of mastery. That's the ultimate challenge, right? And then when we fully choose to operate and live from that place, it brings up all of the juicy things, all of the fun levels of our being that we have yet to look at, to integrate, to own, to explore, right? And also too, I think when we fully own this, that everything is coming from us completely, life may potentially be a little bit more quiet, right? There isn't going to be as much to complain about. There isn't going to be much to throw the responsibility on someone else, right? And I always love how the hybrids translate responsibility. It's just our ability to respond. We are in our response ability. And then also I do think that there is a level of the more traditional definition of responsibility that is applicable to us at this time, and not to force anyone into potentially a guilt or judgment place, or the place where you realize that you're in guilt and then you start judging yourself for judging yourself kind of place. Like, don't go there. Remember that you're in an experience, that you are the experience, that you are transformation itself. And there is this level of the ownership of our responsibility in a more classical sense of how we usually define it, in terms of how we relate to those around us, to narratives and experiences and sensations around us, if we fully know and fully own that it is mine. It's a game changer. It is the game. Yeah, and especially right now too, again, with all of these different narratives going on, and there's still the perpetuation of the they. There is no they. There's no they. Nope. Stop it. Stop. Just stop. Stop. Stop it. And I get really serious. I get intense with this one. There's no they. There's the experience of it. but we are that dynamic and that creative and that full of faith and knowing in ourselves to create these dynamic experiences and to cast these souls in the play that is our experience of Earth. We hired the they. We created the roles for the they to play out this specific narrative. But especially during these times, if we continue to allow these denser aspects of our belief systems to continue to trick us, because really that's how good we are, is we created such a good trick that we keep tricking ourselves to stay in the trick. But the trick is to remember that you created the trick. And especially during these times, to really dig deep and to know that we are powerful enough to take responsibility. And to always ask the question, why would I have created this? Okay. If I really created this, sure, fine, whatever, I'll play along with that. If I really created all of these things that I don't outright objectively prefer in my reality, all of these scenarios of deep, dense, horrific polarity and limitation, why would I have created it? What am I learning? Always ask ourselves that question, and then to dig deep and to be able to find what we feel we can do, a physical thing that we can do in some way, shape, or form that allows us to take our power back in whatever way that means, to fully be the grounded, aligned, balanced aspect of our true creatorship, our relationship with Source, the fractal of Source itself. And if we continue to live in these ideas of only having that idea, that knowing that we create our reality when it's convenient, when it feels good, we won't do it. It's about choosing to see it in each and every moment, in each and every reflection. Everything. Nothing is outside of us. And also too, that doesn't mean, I really want to state this, that doesn't mean that we don't have preferences, that we don't have boundaries, that we choose not to engage with or respond to a certain reflection, right? This is not saying that we become doormats and we become relentless aspects of service. Like, no. Sometimes the lesson that we are receiving from, whether it's different people or different aspects of our world that we are seeing in our lives, sometimes the reason why we have created that is to know that I don't want that, and to know that I am powerful enough and that I am worth itself to not even need to engage with that aspect. But then always finding the part of ourself, whether it's the limiting aspect of our ego, the dense aspect of our ego, the overblown aspect of our ego, or the blossoming part of our inner child, there is going to be some type of match within one part of yourself that we are able to shine that light of unconditional love to, of conversation, of inclusion, right? So we always invite that part of ourself. We got to find the match, because you wouldn't see it. It wouldn't be there. You wouldn't have created it if you weren't a match to it on some level. So we gotta find the match and have the relationship with the part of ourself. But that doesn't mean that we need to continue to engage in whatever the external reflective relationship is, right? I want to state that. When we choose to really know this, to make it the passion, to make it the process, to catch ourselves every time that maybe we are throwing an aspect of our power away to an outside narrative, when we really choose to know this, that's it. That's it. And then it becomes the exploration and the fun in the refinement of how to respond, right? We are fully taking ownership of my response ability. And then once I've fully committed to that, then each and every moment becomes this really curious, interesting, explorative unveiling of myself to myself in regards to how I choose to respond, how I choose to utilize that ability that I have. And so there's no one answer fits all situation, right? It becomes your own translation, our own channeling of our divinity, of our world, of our universe. So I know that most of you guys know this, and this is why I said in this way, like, this is a friendly reminder. And I get intense. I get intense with it because I see so much continuation of the narrative that we wrote. And to me, it is almost like it's funny. And I'll be honest, like, there's levels of it where I'm like, man, it's frustrating. And then I go, okay, wait, huh? Practice what you preach. Why would you have created that? And I go, oh, of course, because there's still levels within me that are still remembering that this is really how it's operating. And this is giving me an opportunity to reflect that unconditional love back to the parts of me that are still going like, wait, what? This isn't real? and not being frustrated with that part, but having the unconditional love for that part and just sending that deep knowingness to that part that's still remembering. And then that allows me to be in a space where I don't need to get frustrated with everyone who is still to some degree learning it for themselves, right? Then we can take different actions with it. So I know that it's something that I do in every moment that I remember, like a waking meditation. If I see something in my external world, if I see a story that's happening, whether it be in our ecosystems, with politics, whatever it is, I always remember that I've created it. And how can I look at it? How can I observe it? How can I watch it dance and move and shift? And what lessons can I extract from it? It is our world. It is your world. It's your universe. It is your responsibility to take the ownership of it. And you're powerful enough to do it. You are power itself, or you wouldn't be here. So let's just take a nice deep breath together. Coming into a new space, into a new frame, into a new version of your universe. There is nothing outside of us. Thank you to those of you who subscribed recently, and thank you to those of you who continue to support and encourage our journey thus far. I sincerely appreciate it. You can like if you like, and subscribe if you like, and ring the bell ding dong if you like to get notifications on new videos. Our minds may be different, our bodies may be different, but it is through our hearts that we know our spirits are one. Aloha!